Paul, I understand that your KSi seed applicator has recently won an A50 award. Can you tell us a little bit about that and what that means to your organization?
Well, you know, we've been in the seed industry probably 9-10 years. We've partnered with a lot of organizations. We have really collaborated great with a lot of seed companies, and down through the years we saw some concerns or some things that we could develop that would make the application of seed treatments more efficient, more accurate, more accountable to the marketplace. And so we took some of those ideas and kind of sat down and came up with an applicator that we think kind of closes the gap in some of those things that are out there, and we're pretty excited about it.
And what's going to be what's the change? What can the industry look for as being the improvement?
Well, some of it is we are an integrator of seed handling facilities, and what really some of the things that we see is coming in the marketplace is accountability, data collection, but also knowing that the accuracy is there and following up with the seed treatments so they meet the recommendation rates, and that they follow through with knowing exactly the record keeping that's required, so that if there are issues and somebody wants to come back and see what was done and what was applied, there's records of that.
The seed enhancement usage continues to climb and climb and climb, and we don't expect that to change anywhere in the near future. That's going to continue to climb, Paul. Does that have a big impact on your organization? That isn't where you started, and now that's where you're headed.
Absolutely. You know, when we started in this industry in 2001, we developed a cleated belt in the marketplace, not knowing for sure who would see that technology as something that would benefit them. Mm-hmm. And you know, the grain industry's out there. We thought maybe that was where we would want it, especially the people that were raising grain for milling processes and that sort of thing. But you know, the seed industry at that particular time was making some huge transitions, going from handling through either 50-pound bags or mini bulk bags, and they were switching over to a bulk handling seed where you have bins anywhere from 2,000 to 5,000 units, and our conveyors, and the offering that we had early on, the timing, I guess, had as much to do with it anything. They bought into it. Companies like Syngenta and some of those big seed companies that realized the value that the seed was carrying, they saw what we were able to do with our conveyors, and it was all around seed protection at that time. Not so much the application of treatments and stuff. It was just handling that valued seed, and seeing that, you know what, every seed counts here. We're buying high dollar seed, and every seed needs to be planted in the ground in a condition that it can grow.
And now we're adding seed treatments to it, increasing the value of that seed even more.
Exactly. And we're putting, you know, those values of that seed treatment brought us to this place where we are, where we've got into the automation controls, because not only does the value of the seed treatments go higher, bring the value up, actually have an accuracy in how many seeds are in every unit, because most of the seed industry sells their seed by seed count. And you know, you can say you have a 50-pound bag, but how many seeds are in there? Because you can't just sell a 50-pound unit anymore. It's all related back to how many seeds are in each one of those bags. And naturally, a person can do that with a calculator, but you know, automation and the technology that has come with controls, which has really opened the door for us, and we've been in that about 4 or 5 years now. We were actually the first ones that went out and automated a downstream bulk seed facility where we provided the controls and let the computer and the PLC in this case give us that accuracy, so that the customers, when he was needing 140,000 seeds per unit, he was assured that we were getting that. And so from that, we did a lot of those systems and integrated the bulk systems through design and equipment and automation, and that just led us into the area that we're in now, where we are controlling the application of the treatments.
Well, the seed industry is built on partnerships and strategic alliances. Can you talk about some of the ones that KSi has built in place now, and maybe some of the ones they're looking for in the future?
Well, and you know, it is. That's one thing beautiful about the ag industry. Ag industries, even through neighbors, farmers, it's built around relationships. And most of the people that work in that relationship like to collaborate, like to see what's happening, and are willing to have good partnerships. And some of the greatest partnerships that we had, like I mentioned earlier, Syngenta was one of the first ones that saw the value of our conveyors. And then we've partnered and brought a lot of equipment to the seed industry and in the pioneer industry. We're working with the downstream retailers like CPS and some of those other organizations that recognize KSi as a leader and an innovative company in providing the services that they want for their customers.
Paul, as I travel around the U.S. and Canada and globally, there is a lot of seed facilities that are expanding right now. A lot. What makes KSi a unique choice to be working with on these bulk facilities? And then I'm going to challenge you with one word that you'd use to describe KSi.
Well, probably what I see on your first part of your question, we have a lot of opportunity to give to the customer experience for one thing, but then we've structured our business where we do consultation, where we go out and see what their needs are for him. What kind of growth is he going to have? What is his long-term plans to grow his business? Whether it's in bulk handling or improving his treating facilities, we have the whole gamut of integration available to him, including this new applicator that we just introduced, and that is bringing a lot of excitement and attention in the industry, because it does offer some of the things that we saw would take us to the next generation of seed treatments. And I think if they understand our experience and if we can somehow relate to them what we can offer, I think we would probably be one of the choices that they'd at least check with.
Excellent. And now I challenge you with that one word. What's the one word?
I guess I'm going to challenge the one word as being innovative, but really that's the one word that started KSi. I think what I'm going to have to say, we want to stay an innovative company. We love innovation. We probably started there, but really services and customer support are two things that I think I have to include right in that innovation, because you can innovate a lot of things, but if you're not somehow giving the customers the opportunity to see that and benefit from it, you need to have that customer support who's really at the end of the line that is wanting to improve his business model and his business, who therefore wants to continue to work with KSi.
Perfect. Thanks again for sitting down with me and sharing the story, Paul. I appreciate it.
Thank you.